Welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. This is Marsha. Today we're going to make this adorable card, and I'm going to show you start to finish how I made it. It's really simple, only requires 3 pieces of paper, vellum, cardstock, and also some decorative punches, sewing machine. And if you happen to have any of these beautiful liquid pearls, I buy these on scrapbook.com. So here's the little prototype. 1 piece of vellum, 1 piece of cardstock, 1 piece of art paper. This is kids craft paper that I pick up in the children's section at my craft store, which makes it a whole lot cheaper. And then I just take it over to my sewing machine, stitch the 3 pages together. It makes it look really pretty. And the only place you have to put any adhesive is right here on these decorative elements to the vellum. But when you flip it over, it's not going to matter. You can barely see it. I just used a glue stick, and then I actually used tacky glue here to attach the fabric. And then my cute little embellishment, as you can see, the liquid pearls, just gives it a really nice touch. But the whole thing is going to stay like this, and you'll open it up and you'll write your message. You can write here, so it gives you lots of space to write on. So you don't have to write on all of it, and you could use this as an individual daily gratitude journal. These would be perfect for a daily gratitude journal. So you have 4 pages front and back, so that could give you 4 pages or little to-do list, whatever you wanted to use it for. Thinking of you gift. So I'm just using up my scrap papers. Most of these are retired. They're out of stock. You can't get them anymore. I believe this print here was a Stamping Up, so these are retired. You know how, if you're not familiar with Stamping Up, they introduce new designs every quarter, so 4 times a year. And so whatever you see, if you don't buy more, if you know you're going to use more or whatever, then you can't get them anymore unless you find them online. So I just went through my stash, and I happened to save out these papers. They were double-sided. This is just from another odds and ends paper pack. These are single-sided. So I used my butterfly punch. This is Marvy brand, and I don't know if I bought this at Michael's, probably more than likely. I don't know if it was a Stampin' Up. I really don't remember where I purchased it from. And then this was the sheet that I punched from, which was kind of like a swirly pattern. Very nice. And so I just went through and picked out papers that looked cute together. So you can see the different designs on these papers. So this circle paper here was the same as this, and you can see it had hearts on the back. And then this is black and white. So this was a paper pack here with all of this in it, more like a sweetheart pack. And all of my themes are non-holiday related. So I do all occasion themes. I do not have holiday themes. So I try to make it where these can be used any time of the year. So this base, the size that I used was an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So I just cut it in half on the 8-inch side. So it was 4 1/4 by 5 by 5.5. So it's a 4 1/4 by 5.5, and this is from your 8.5 by 11. So half and half gives you that measurement. So I took and cut a cardstock piece the same size and 1 sheet of the art paper the same size. The reason why I use art paper, not the copy paper, because it's a little bit, just a wee bit thicker, but it's art paper. So you can use colored pencils, you could use watercolors, markers on it, and it's going to hold it and look a lot nicer. So the next step is take it over to the sewing machine and just sew right down the middle here. And then when I We'll glue these two elements on place. This is just for my tag punch. So if you have a tag punch, then that's how I used it. But any decorative punches that you have, you might have other things. This is a scallop here. And then I just went through my fabric stash and picked out something that would look good with this. And the butterfly is going to be a little bit off center here. I love butterflies, so I'm trying to incorporate. So what I do is I just fold the butterfly in half, crease him right here in half. Do the same thing with the other one. Crease it in half. Okay, and decide which one you want on the top. So I'm going with the red this time and putting the pink, and then I'm off centering them. So when you sew it, you want to do this, make sure it's a little bit off center, like that. Take your piece of fabric, decide where you want the fabric, because I want it showing, all the way around. So then I just, wiggle him around there a little bit. So now I'm going to take these two to the sewing machine, and I will be right back. Okay, so now let's get the glue stick, and we have the card pieces sewn together. So 3 of those are attached, and now our little piece of fabric and the 2 butterflies are attached, and then I just leave enough of a tail at the beginning so that I can cut and leave this for an antenna. So it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be matchy-matchy, whatever color you want to use. The bobbin and the top thread do not have to match. It's just very whimsical, very cute. So we're just going to go with it like this. And then, of course, decide if you're using double-sided paper, which side you want showing on the top. So now we're just going to take our glue stick, got Scotch brand permanent glue. I love this. I bought a 24 pack off of Amazon. I don't have any affiliate links, but just feel free to go and purchase a pack. It's a great deal. When you buy in bulk, you really save a lot, so the price was very, very good. I think it was like less than $1 or $1 a piece, or less than $1 a piece, I forget now, but anyway, it was a really good deal. And this is the 0.28 ounce size, in case you're wondering. All right, now we line the flowers, and all I'm doing is leaving a little bit of an edge here and an edge here. That's how I'm figuring it out. Don't put a lot of stress and thought into, crafting. Like, just go with it. I found this one lady's channel. It's called, I think it's Mindless Crafting or Mindless Creating. I don't remember. I like her attitude. It's just like, don't overthink it. And she'll start looking at something and she'll say, oh, see, there I am. I'm overthinking it. So we all have that tendency, but just go with the flow. So now all I need to do is turn it over, and right here on the fabric, and this is why, now on this I had to think it through a little bit, because I thought, oh, I just have these 2 pieces of paper, what is going to help, those to stand up like I want it to, and then the little light bulb went off and said, fabric, or you could use a piece of felt, and so whatever you have, lace would have been fine, so just whatever the paper can adhere to. Now all I'm going to do is put glue right down the center where I've stitched it. Make it easy. And then again, deciding how do I want the butterfly. I kind of seems like I like him going in this direction, but he could be cute going in this direction. So let's change it up a bit. Okay. And if you notice, I did not put any word sentiments. So you can lay it down flat, smooth it out, okay, and then let it dry. Always have your roll of paper towels handy. And yes, I keep a whole roll in my craft room. So I buy in bulk with everything. So I always have my wax paper and my paper towels handy at my fingertips. And then as this dries, then I can come along and position his little wings the way I want on both pieces, see? So you can bring the bottom one up as much as you want. Isn't that adorable? But when you ship it now, when you put it in an envelope, the little wings can go down, and you just put a little note in there and say, just lift my wings up. Okay, look at how beautiful that is. So I'm really looking, wanting to do more kind of three-dimensional, interactive, whatever you want to call it. And I'm using the pink liquid pearls again. Ballerina, I guess, is the color that they actually gave it. And what I did is, you know how you have the little bee trail? So the butterfly trail is kind of very similar. So you start off, and then you go in a little loop, and then you come down. You know how butterflies are all over the place. And then I went straight through his little body. So I put the top tip of its little head was here, and then little dots going down, coming out the tail. And then on the fabric, I picked it up on the fabric and then did the same little loopy thing down here. So it's that quick and easy. Just use your imagination. Now, also what I was thinking is I have these beautiful foil words, and I thought I might put I love you as an option down here. And I'm going to offer these in my Etsy shop. So if there's any of these papers you like and you really would want me to make you a card out of it, these cute little cards, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to list them for just a couple of dollars. They're small, and so if I have the envelope with it, $2 or $3 is what I'm thinking on it. So anyway, but that's just throwing that out there. All right, so now the little butterfly, since he's going in this direction, I'm thinking I'll start in this corner, come down, make the little loop, and then the little trail, and then here he is. So what I'll do is let me start here and put his little head on his little body first. You have to squeeze carefully with these until you really get the hang of it. And what I like about this now too is now that thread will be anchored with that little pearl once it dries. And these dry really quickly, so I like that about this as well. So I'm really new to the liquid pearls, but I'm finding that I am absolutely, now they are definitely a must-have in my craft room. Let me pull up a chair. Okay, now let me look at this again. So, and then your spacing, space it the way you want to space it. There's no right or wrong. I like this little loopy thing here. But, just go with where you think his little butterfly trail is going to lead. Okay, so now I'm going to start the loop going here. Little trail continues up here, and another little loopy goes here. He's just a happy little butterfly, and he's going to just trail off the paper. Okay, so now we're going to go down the body, and we're going to do the same thing. Just space it out, decide how many you want, where you want them, coming on the fabric as well. And now we're going to do the same thing, so then he has to have a little finishing loop-de-loop over here. So that pearl is kind of going to anchor. Okay, so that's quick and easy, fun, absolutely. I just can't think of enough, good things to say about this little style. It's so quick and easy. So I hope you enjoyed this fast and easy tutorial today on how to make a cute little card using your vellum, leftover pieces of cardstock, writing paper, journal paper, art paper, and your punches, using your sewing machine, fabric, glue, a little bit of glue. So it's just that quick and easy to do. So thank you for joining me here today, and see you in the next video. We'll be making our boho tassel with beads and different little charms and what have you. Quick and easy to do. Again, just something fun for us to do together. Have a great day and keep creating in the sunshine. Bye-bye.